Thank you. Thank you for hosting this markup. And we need to address methane emissions for several reasons, and I just want to focus on three in my time here. First, controlling methane is the single most important step we can take today to combat the climate crisis. That's because methane is a superpollutant more than 80 times as potent as carbon dioxide and is responsible for about 25% of the man-made warming we experience today. My Republican colleagues never miss a chance to point out that the natural gas revolution has contributed to our historic energy independence and has cut our carbon dioxide emissions from energy productions. But they're right, but there's still a problem, and that problem is fugitive methane emissions. While burning natural gas produces 40% lower carbon dioxide emissions than burning coal, almost all that benefit is wiped out if fugitive methane leaks persist, even at a low level. Put simply, to reap the climate benefits of natural gas, you have to address methane. Second, controlling methane emissions is critical to the economic competitiveness of the US gas industry. That's why so many of them support rescinding the Trump actions. Last year, the French government blocked a power utility in France from signing a $7 billion 20-year contract to buy LNG from a facility in Brownsville, citing concerns that US natural gas is too dirty. I understand oil and gas are not going away tomorrow, and I understand the important role the industry plays in supplying us with reliability and economic opportunity, and that for many US communities, the industry isn't just an economic feature, but also a cultural one. However, world markets and domestic politics and the planet itself will not tolerate natural gas as a so-called bridge fuel unless the industry can prove with real credibility and transparency that it has fixed its methane challenge. US gas can be the cleanest in the world, but a workable, durable, and effective regulatory environment has to facilitate that. Third, US companies can lead the world in developing technologies to monitor and reduce methane emissions. Small businesses currently comprise 2/3 of the methane mitigation industry, and these companies represent the best of American innovation, creating economic opportunity and tackling global challenges at the same time. I thank Ms. DeGette for her leadership in bringing forward this resolution of disapproval. This is a critical first step to properly address methane emissions. However, I would be remiss to emphasize that our work is just getting started. We have to work together, Republicans, Democrats, the administration, industry, and environmental groups, and many others, to develop a new, ambitious, and long-term federal framework for reducing methane emissions. The framework should be based on the latest science, minimize costs for industry, and incentivize technological innovation. On Earth Day, I introduced the Methane Act, which I believe fits this framework. My bill would provide a durable foundation for the EPA to use performance-based standards and robust emissions measurement, reporting, and verification requirements to achieve ambitious methane emissions reductions, establish US leadership internationally, and provide businesses with regulatory certainty and flexibility to innovate. My hope is for a bipartisan, bicameral coalition around this bill and to work with all the relevant stakeholders to make necessary tweaks to meet our common goals. And that said, I'm proud to be a co-lead on the resolution we're marking up today, and I'm glad we're taking an important first step for reducing methane emissions. It's critical. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.